One other thing though that you do other than localization is you're in a band called the Primals.
Oh, yes, I am.
How did that come along?
Can you explain the Primals to me?
Okay, so the Primals are in Final Fantasy XIV. You know that the summons are called the Primals.
Yeah.
And so the Primals are a band made up of Soken, the music director and composer on Final Fantasy XIV.
Very cool guy.
3 studio musicians, pro studio musicians from other bands in Japan. All of them are, have industry veterans.
Right.
And then myself as lead vocals. And we cover the songs for the Primals raids. Actually, it's not just Primals anymore, but they're of the raid music. We do rock covers of those songs.
That's so cool.
In live venues.
That's so sick.
How did that start?
Was that just Soken being like, I
Yes.
want to start a band? Yes.
Were you like,
That sounds like
End of story. That's all there is.
Soken was very cool.
Yeah.
He was a really
Oh
cool
my
guy.
God.
Soken is crazy, and I have so many stories I could probably tell about Soken, but I probably cannot tell here. I mean, there's so many different things.
He's such a rock star.
Soken is a rock star.
Does feel like the rock and roll lifestyle.
He is, and it's crazy because he is like, his dad was like one of the top trumpeters,
Trumpeters, yeah.
I guess.
like first trumpet in the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra or whatever. It's like one of the, like,
Oh, damn.
if you talk about like, in the world of trumpets
Music,
in
yeah,
Japan,
yeah.
everyone knows Soken's father.
Right.
And so he grew up like hardcore, classical and background. I mean, he plays the trumpet. He plays the trumpet in one of the songs in the Primals
wow.
as well. So he can still play the trumpet. But as all children that are forced into like, classical music do, they hit a point around high school where they're like, fuck this shit, I want to rock. And
I'm gonna do my own thing now.
and grabs a guitar, grabs a Rage Against the Machine CD,
Yeah.
and his life has changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the thing is, though, like Soken still has those classical roots, and I think that's why his music is just so
Yeah,
amazing.
it comes
goes
through in the
from-
soundtrack of 14 for sure.
Yeah.
You have these, tear-jerking, beautiful, piano, violin, quartet type of classical masterpieces, and then you have these absolute heavy metal bangers
Yeah.
on the same soundtrack, and they're both done by Soken.
Yeah.
It's just because he just has this wonderful background, and he embraces both sides
Right.
and embraces everything in it. And so I think he was making music for 14, and again, because 14, it being the global game, Soken was like, I want to have lyrics with some of these songs for these battles. Can we do them in English? And he just came to me because I'd worked with him on previous titles. I first worked with him on Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Oh, I was about to say, I didn't know this. I did a little bit of research before this episode. I didn't realize I've been hearing your voice since I was a kid because you voiced Black Mage in Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Yes.
I did not know. I mained Black Mage in that game.
What is this game?
You don't know Mario Hoops 3-on-3?
No.
It's a Mario basketball game that was developed by Square Enix, I believe.
Yes, developed by Square Enix for Nintendo.
What the heck? And you voiced the Black Mage?
Michael voiced Black Mage. And
What?
I've been using Black Mage
Did
since
not
I
know
was a
this
kid.
game existed.
You didn't, dude. I fucking love this game.
This is a
game
great
is
game.
awesome.
This is a great game.
What? This is like a really underrated Mario sports game.
That's so cool.
Yes, and so like, it's
That's
just
sick.
it was one day. A lot of time for a lot of the games that Square used to make. A lot of times there wasn't, especially for a smaller title, there wasn't a lot of budget for large casts.
Yeah.
And so a lot of side characters for a lot of smaller games would be voiced by people in the sound department, people on the dev team, or people in localization for the English versions.
Yeah.
And so for this game, myself and one other localizer got called in to do the Black Mage and the White Mage and the Ninja.
That's so
And
cool.
so yeah, we did the voices for that. And when we were doing the voices for that, that was the first time I worked with Soken. And then he eventually moved to 14. I eventually was on 14. He saw me. It's like, oh, you're the dude that I worked with on Mario Hoops 3-on-3. You know English. Can you write some lyrics for this song for me? And I think the first song I did was The Good King Moggle Mog
Yeah.
the 12th, and I wrote the lyrics for that. And he was like, "Well, thanks for writing the lyrics. You can sing, right?" I'm like, "I'm not really. It's okay. We've got enough. The power of science." He uses that word so much. You can use the power of science to make it sound like you're amazing. And so he put on a lot of effects. And
have you had to practice a lot of singing as well since then as well?
It was supposed to end there. It was supposed to be that kind of one-off thing. But the users enjoyed it, so he made another song, Titan song. Like, okay, this time, Koji, we need you to just shout and rap. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, power of science, we'll make it. And I did this for like 3 or 4 songs, and there were some that I didn't sing on either, like some with female vocals, so they got someone else to sing them. But I did it for about 4 or 5 songs, and then all of a sudden we have 4 or 5 songs, and Soken's like, okay.
Yeah.
FanFest is coming up. We want to do something at FanFest. Yeah. What's a cool way to end FanFest? Yeah. And Soken was like, "Oh, you ended on a concert. Everyone gets all excited." And like, okay, who's going to do the concert? We don't have enough money to, hire a band. And Soken's like, "We could be the band."
Sounds like the lack of money is more opportunities for yourself.
and then he's like, "Okay, and I'll play guitar because I can play guitar, and we hire these musicians." And Koji, you can sing. It's like, I thought we were just doing this in game only. I'm like, don't worry about it, Koji. Power of science. Like, there's only so much the power of science can do. I'm going to be up on a stage.
Yeah, very different.
And we did a couple times. Before FanFest, we did a trial run with only Square Enix employees at a small little concert hall. Yeah. Near the Square Enix office, and we invited all the people from localization and the sound department in, and they were just like, and then we did FanFest and FanFest America, FanFest in Europe. I think it was in London that year, and then Japan, and those were in like front of 3,000 people, and it was just like, but
that's quite a big crowd.
Oh my God, that's massive.
Everybody was just like, and so I was like, okay, we got to keep doing this. And since then, Soken just keeps creating more music. I keep writing these lyrics.
He's a madman.
And now we have, and so last month, Budokan.
That's pretty cool.
It's like, Bon Jovi, Cheap Trick, the Primals, just playing the Budokan in front of 10,000 people, 2 days. But and we had like 20 some songs.
You're not only a localizer, you're a rock star.
I don't see myself as a rock star.
But it's undeniable you are.
It is, but it's so surreal though, because
stage is so
literally
a different beast.
After being on stage and up there singing and doing the thing, and literally the next day I'm in the office. Otsukaresama desu. Boku desu.
That's awesome though. I love that.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Soken's like, I just need any excuse to perform in front of a crowd.
Getting any stage experience, I think it helps so much with any creative field, I feel like, because it just gives you such a better understanding of like presence and knowing how to like really use the space. I think because sometimes online you kind of forget that you can kind of just take it for granted that you don't really need to say or do much.
Oh yeah. The minute that you're up on stage and you have eye contact with 2,000 people, you're like, oh, I got
to step up. Kicks you into like this mode of like, this is like a completely different mindset of like how to kind of like occupy.
And most of the time people are like, but there's always that one guy that's just standing there like this.
And you're trying to convince him. You're trying to convince that one guy.
2 hours just. And I was like, okay.
And you're like, don't let it get to me. Don't let it get to me.
Don't let it. And then finally you get to you get to the end and they're encore and the guy's like, I'm like, oh yes, I did it.
That's so sick.
Oh man.
Oh my God, that's so cool. It's impressive that you joined Square and you've just been at Square since. Like, talk about just hitting the home run right away.
And that's like when I joined, there were so many more people. The people that were there that I joined, most of them are gone. I mean, only the legends kind of remain in that sense, and everyone else is. So it's just like it's weird because it's
a hard job, and I imagine it takes a lot of mental fortitude. And obviously, everyone already knows that working in a lot of Japanese companies can be quite difficult if you're not used to the culture. So I imagine on top of that, with translating, and then there's also fan responses, and like that probably adds like a whole nother dimension to it.
It's like navigating the office scape that is, the Japanese workplace. It's very different. It's very different.